Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and here we have the game changer video for tgcpget 2025 entrance exam aspirants. And I'm calling it as the game changer video because this video is going to play a major role in your admission process, in your result, and it will increase your marks. And in this video we are going to discuss how to raise objections in the master question paper and answer key. Recently, tgcpget has released the response sheets, master question paper, and answer keys or preliminary answer keys of all the subjects. So, we have another important step in our journey, that is raising the objections. This will play a major role in the increase of your score, and it plays a major role in your admission process. That's why I'm calling it as the game changer video. And first of all, congratulations to all the candidates who got good scores in the tgcpget 2025 entrance exam. I'm very happy. I'm feeling really happy about this by seeing the scores of my students, by seeing the scores of my subscribers and viewers. So congratulations to all the candidates who got really good scores in the tgcpget 2025 entrance exam. Yes, as we move further, here we can see the last date to raise the objections on the preliminary key is up to 21st August 11 AM. See, here we have only limited period to raise the objections. So I suggest and I advise all the candidates from all the subjects who are keen into this entrance exam or who are keen into this exam, focus on the objections. Find the objections in the question paper, find the incorrect questions or incorrect answers in the question paper or in the questions or in the answers. Then we can raise the objections basing on that. But the deadline is only 21st August 11 AM. So be cautious, we have limited time. And how to raise objections? Yes, here we can see to raise the objections you need to go to the tgcpget 2025 website, and there you need to click on the objections window. Then you will get the guidelines like this. Here we can see that tgcpget 2025 guidelines for raising objections. Yes, these are the rules or guidelines to raise the objections. Here they gave us a note that candidates should use master question paper only for the purpose of raising objections on preliminary key, as during the examination in each session the questions and options are jumbled. Yes, as we all know, tgcpget conducted all the exams in the CBT mode, that is computer based test. In that exam they jumbled the answers for all the candidates. So you need to keep in your mind, you need to raise the objections only basing upon the master question paper. Yes, this is the note here. Your response sheet, you need not to use your response sheet to raise the objections. You have to use only the master question paper. Once you find the objections in your response sheet, you need to check that question ID and answer ID in the master question paper. Then you have to raise the objection. And as we move forward, another guideline, the candidate has to map the question ID from his response sheet against the question ID of the master question paper for a given day and a given session. Raise the objections corresponding to the options given in the master question paper only. Yes, as we just now we discussed about this, we need to, the candidate, you need to find the incorrect question or incorrect answer. You need to find that question ID in your response sheet. Then you need to map that. That means you need to direct it, you need to find it in the master question paper, the same question and the question ID. And also you need to object. If you're going to object any answer or any option, you need to use the option ID or the answer ID in the master question paper, answer number, option number in the master question paper. And as we move forward, if the question, they gave us an example, if the question ID is 1 2 3, yes, in the candidate's response sheet, then the option of the same question ID, that is the same question of the master question paper, should be considered for the purpose of raising objection. Yes, see, for example, if you find 20th question in your response sheet as the wrong question, you need to find the 20th question ID, and you need to check it in the master question paper. Then the options under that question, the same ID, the question with the same question ID, you need to use only the master question papers options and master question papers question to raise the objection. And the candidate can raise objections on any number of questions, but only once. Hence, the candidate is advised to list out all the objections along with justification before raising objections online by visiting the objections on preliminary key on the website, that is CPGET-2025.tgcpget.ac.in. Yes, this is very, very important, that if you want to raise the objections, if you find 3 questions or 4 5 questions, you need to raise all those objections, all the objections to all those 4 to 5 questions you need to raise at a time. Only once a candidate has the opportunity to raise the objections. Once you raise the objection for only one question, then you will not lose the chance to raise objections to other questions. So be careful. That's why I'm telling you from the time the response sheets released, I am telling to all the candidates to find the questions that you feel incorrect, that you feel need correction, that you feel they are having objections. You need to list out all the questions in the question paper, in your response sheet and in the master question paper. Then you need to raise objections to all those questions only once. That is particularly online. They are not going to take any offline objections. Don't think there is no way to raise the objections on offline. The only way to raise your objections is through online from the tgcpget website. And the second guideline, the candidate, yes, just now we discussed, only once a candidate can raise objections to all the questions. And the third objection, the objection submitted without proper justification will summarily be rejected. Any supporting document should be either in PDF or JPEG format. Yes, here you need to be very careful when you are raising the objection. Yes, in the later part of the video, we are going to see an example to how to raise objections. So here you need to remember in your mind that you need to give clear justification, proper justification to the raised objection. Otherwise, if you do not give proper justification to your question, then your objection will be rejected. So be careful. You need to use the authentic sources, not any other sources on internet or any random books. You need to use the proper books or proper websites to quote, to give justification to your objection. This is very, very important. Either in the PDF format, you can upload the justification by PDF format, or you can use JPEG format, that is image format only. You need to use JPEG format. And the fourth guideline, the objections on the preliminary key will be received through online mode only within the stipulated period. Yes, stipulated period, as they gave us only 19th, 20th and 21st August, that too up to 11 a.m. Within that stipulated time, that is 21st August 11 a.m. you need to raise the objections. After the completion of that 21st August 11 a.m. you will not be having any chance to raise the objections. That is the deadline. And the objections received other than through online mode will not be entertained under any circumstances. Yes, there is no chance to raise objections other than online mode. If you think that even after completion of the stipulated time period, that is 21st August, you'll think, if you think like that, that is impossible. You can raise the objections only by online mode, only during the stipulated time period. I'm reminding the 21st August 11 a.m. again and again because this is very crucial, because even 1 mark that is going to change the game. That's why I'm calling this video game changer video. So be careful. See, in this objections, raising objections is going to benefit if the question is wrong, or if the question is ambiguous, it is creating ambiguity to find the answers, then the marks will be awarded to all the candidates. So all the candidates will get benefit. And if sometimes they give the answer key, the final answer key with multiple answers, that is first answer or second answer, or they give 2 answers to the question, the candidates who opted those 2 options will get benefited in that process. So raising objections is very important to improve your score. You already you prepared well and you gave the attempt to the exam, you attended the exam, then you have the preliminary key, that is the first result. This is not going to be the final result. You have certain marks in your hand. Then this is the next step to increase your score. To increase your score, this is the very crucial step. That's why I am stressing on this thing again and again, because 1 mark can change your fate. 1 mark can make you to get admission into the prestigious universities, and even if you lose that 1 mark, you will lose getting admission into, you will lose the chance to getting admission into the prestigious universities. And 6th guideline, that is note, verify all fields before submission of the information. Once submitted, cannot be modified afterwards. Yes, before submitting only you need to think twice. You need to think many times, not only twice. Then you need to submit your objection. Once the objection is submitted, then you will not get the chance to modify it again. The candidate has to pay a fee of rupees 200 per question to raise objections on any question or preliminary key. If the objections raised on question or preliminary key is valid, then the amount will be refunded within 7 days from the date of publication of results. See here, don't think that you will lose the money by raising the objections. For each, if you want to raise a question, if you want to raise objection to 1 question, then you need to pay 200 rupees. Don't think about 200 rupees. This is for your education, right? You need to spend some money to gain marks, to make yourself prove right. So if you want to raise 2 objections, then you need to pay another 200. It will increase for each and every question. So then if your justification is valid and if the objection is considered as valid, then your amount will be refunded. Even if your justification is wrong, if any other person gives the correct justification to that error, that objection in that question, then the amount will be refunded to all the candidates to that particular question for incorrect question or incorrect answer, the question with incorrect answer and incorrect question. So the amount will be refunded within 7 days of the publication of results, that is the final results. And after reading all the guidelines, you need to take this checkbox. Then here you can see I have read and understood the guidelines for raising objections. Then click on continue. Yes, if you find any difficulties in raising the objections, let me know in the comment box. I am here to help. And as I am getting responses from various students, and here I can suggest all the candidates from all the subjects. You can mention your name, your score, your subject, and your gender, your category in the comment box, so that I can give you an idea, or I can give you the analysis of the chances that you have in your hand. And here I want to give you one more reminder that most of the people are watching the video, but they are not subscribing. If you want to get more details, and if you want to get more authentic information on TGCPGET 2025 final results, admission process, and counseling, subscribe to our channel. If you like the content, click on the like button, share it to your friends who are in need of this information. And as we move forward, yes, you will find like this. Then put the tick mark, then click on continue. Then you will get the details like this. After entering your details, you need to enter your TGCPGET hall ticket number, registration number, and date of birth. Then you need to enter, you will get the details like this. You need to select the subject, exam date, and time. Then here you need to enter, this is the actual process of raising the objections. Here you will get the question ID. You need to enter the 10-digit number of that question ID. Then according to the preliminary key, which option is given. Okay, we have 4 options to each MCQ, right? Here you need to give the answer to that according to the master question paper. And we have various objections, types of objections. They are given answer is wrong. Yes, if you find the answer that in the master question paper as wrong, here you can put a tick mark here. You can select this option. And another option, multiple correct answers. Yes, another option here is multiple correct answers. If you find multiple correct answers to any question, you can select this option. Or no correct answer in the given options. If you find none of the options among the 4 options are incorrect, or not suitable to that question, or not the answers to that question, you can choose this option. And incomplete question or wrong question. If you find the question as incomplete, that is ambiguous, or that is incorrect, that is incomplete, and if you find that question as a wrong question, then you have to select this option. And if you find the question as incorrect, or the answers as incorrect, if the question does not fall under all these 4 options, you can go with the others option. And if you move forward, claiming response as per master question paper. Yes, you need to claim which response you want to claim. And claiming is nothing but, if you find that option in the master question paper as 3rd option, if you want to challenge it as not the 3rd option, the first option is correct, if you feel that as correct, then you need to give that correct answer what you're feeling. And what you find that as the correct answer, you need to select among these 4 options. And here you need to give justification. How you find that question as incorrect, or how do you find that question or answer as incorrect or not suitable to that question. You need to give justification. And after that, you need to upload a proof, that is with the PDF format or JPEG format, that is image format. Yes, in image format too we have various formats like JPG, JPEG, but especially they mentioned only JPEG format. So for example, if you don't know about all these formats, select your image and click on the various options. You will find rename the image as justification.jpeg. Yes, whatever you can write, but after that you need to put dot, full stop and jpeg. Then the image becomes jpeg. Then it supports the system to get upload. And payment type, and here they gave us various payment types: credit card, debit card, net banking from various banks like HDFC, ICICI, SBI and Axis. Then yes, after uploading your file you need to go with the payment process. Then you will get a note like this. You need to clear this checkbox. You need to put the tick mark here. Verify all the fields before submission of the information. Once submitted, cannot be modified afterwards. Yes, this is already we discussed in the video. Here you need to verify all the details, all the given input. You need to review all your objection. Then yes, for every question you need to pay 200, and the amount will be refunded after the 7 days of publication of results. And here another important thing, that is the decision of the key committee thereon shall be final and binding on all the concerned. Accordingly, final key and results will be published in the website. Any objections on final key will not be entertained under any circumstances. Yes, this is very crucial, because this 2 days of time is very important in raising objections. Once they release the final key, if no one raises the objection, then the answers will be as it is. Then the questions will be as it is. There will be no changes in the key or master question paper, the question paper. That's why if you want to do anything, you need to do only before the stipulated time to raise the objections. Once the final results are out, then there is no chance to raise the objections, and there will be a committee to check all these objections for every subject. For each and every subject there will be committees, and they are going to decide whether the objections are valid or invalid. They are going to decide, and they are going to release the final results. Then starts the admission process by counseling. Yes, after the final results you will get to know your score, your rank and your place in the competition. Then you need to enter into the counseling process. That is going to be the interesting thing in the admission process of tgcpget 2025 notification. So I request all the candidates to mention your gender, category and your subject, then your score. Focus on raising the objections, because this is going to change your score. This is going to improve your score. So if I'm telling consistently on raising objections, because in every question paper, even in the high level exams, we can find objections. There will be incorrect questions, there will be incorrect answers. So here you need to be very careful, utilize this time. That's why I'm calling this video as the game changer video. And if you like the content, click on the like button and share it to your friends and subscribe to my channel. And in the future I'm going to make videos on the various universities, various colleges, sub-campuses, various affiliated colleges and other private colleges. I'm going to make video to help the students who want to get admission into PG courses. So stay tuned to our channel, and I'm going to support you through the counseling process, final results and your admission process. Stay tuned to our channel. Yes, click on the like button if you like the content, share it to your friends and subscribe to our channel. For more interesting videos, visit our channel. Thank you for watching.